guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 17, I'm pretty sure.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
As you can see, it is almost dark outside. I have had a migraine all day today. So this morning,
Steelers won.
oh my god. So this morning,
Steelers won.
Shut up. Morning I woke up with kind of a headache. It kind of just progressed into a really bad migraine. I kind of had it last night too, but I kind of thought that it would go away once I went to sleep and got some rest, but I kind of woke up and it was a million times worse. I had absolutely no motivation to vlog today, and now it's 5 p.m. and I'm just now starting the vlog. So I think Gunnar and I are gonna do a little sit down thing, just like updating our like relationship and like long distance and stuff, and then just kind of vlog a little bit. I don't know, we'll see.
So we're going to freaking Dutch Bros, and I have not been there, and this is the first time.
They just opened one on our side of town, and it's actually like right by our house, and I'm really excited to try it, but it's like almost 6, so I don't think we're gonna get a coffee, but
I'm gonna definitely get a hot chocolate.
yeah, I want to try the hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate sounds good. What are you gonna think you're gonna get though?
I want to try the peppermint bark one.
Bet.
Alright, so we made it to Gunnar's house, and he just got this.
I'm nerding out, leave me alone.
He just got these new computer parts for his new computer, I guess.
Now I'm gonna test it out on my old computer because it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here watching YouTube videos, and he's just gonna nerd out.
This maximum video memory of this graphics card is 4 gigabytes. The loading speed of that is also maxed out at I think around like 1200, right? This megahertz, 1200 megahertz. Granddaddy. Also the new loading system itself, the RTX model, right here. This is another step up. This is the granddaddy. 8 gigabytes. 1700 hertz.
I have no clue what he's talking about. Leave a comment below if you know anything about what he's talking about, because I'm clueless. Is this all you're taking to the new house?
No.
You're taking those two?
I'm taking one of them. I might take the other, I don't know. But that's the new computer. This is, don't look at this, okay?
Oh.
This is saddening, okay? There's a new one coming. I'll even make a video for you if you guys ask for it, even though I'm, you know, this is predominantly the female fan base. But
Also, hey guys, how's your Australia vlog going?
oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Film like half of a video and then just like stop.
No, it's a good video. It's a full-length, long video, and I feel good about it. It's just, I never sort of finished it, you know. It's within a couple of days.
You know, you gotta be consistent, Gunnar. I'm sure even if you edited it and put it together, it'll be nice to look at. It's been a little while. It's now, what time is it? Like 7:15-ish. And I just ordered us some ramen. I've never ordered from Postmates before, so I'm a little bit nervous about how this goes. Like, do they come and knock on the door, or do I go out there? I'm really excited. This is like our favorite thing to do, and I'm starting to get hungry. Gunnar's hungry, and I feel like ramen is like better for you than like fast food. And I feel like I've been having—
It's a lot lighter.
well, I mean, the noodles are like not the best for you, but I'm just happy that like it's not fast food. I really feel gross because I've been eating out a lot, even though this is still eating out, but I feel like you understand what I mean. Like, it's not fast food. Okay, so we just had our ramen and kind of in a food coma, but we kind of wanted to do the whole like update on long distance and how we got through it kind of thing. Pretty much our relationship before was like we were with each other every single day for multiple hours at a time. I just felt like we were really like connected, and like it was kind of difficult like for us to, at least for me, like to do anything like apart.
Yeah, well, we were in school together, you know, for all day, and then we would see each other all day long after classes and things like that. And then, you know, after that, I'd go to football practice, or she'd go to work or dance, and after that we would hang, of course. But definitely was weird transitioning into only talking to each other and seeing each other through FaceTime.
We changed the lighting and it's kind of really—
It's really white on you, but it makes me look good.
Guess that's all that matters. What was your like thought process like when you realized that it was like real? Like it was like actually gonna—
Well,
I feel like it was kind of up in the air for like a lot of time.
I felt as if it was coming. I knew it was gonna have to happen, but maybe not immediately. Not as soon as I thought it was gonna happen.
2 days after graduation.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be getting on an airplane 2 days after graduation and flying off to Canada. And then the first one was like about a month. So it was just like, you're in the water, you know what I'm saying? I jumped right in, and we jumped right in, and I think we did. I didn't think we even blinked an eye when we did it. I think we jumped in and we did great the first run, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like now that I think about it, I think it was a month, but it definitely didn't feel like a month.
No, it
it
jumped by pretty quick.
Yeah, like once we got further into it, like definitely like the month-long periods seemed like forever. Like especially this last month. It wasn't even fully a month.
It was almost a month.
I feel like you were so tempted to like fly me out to like wherever. And especially I think it was easier because I was on summer break too. It was easier and harder.
Yeah, alright, that's the thing I didn't think about either, is that it was so much easier because she was on summer break and like
I had nothing, like I didn't even have a job.
That's pretty much all I did was talk.
I know he kept talking about wanting to fly me out, and then I remember it was like the first like chunk of time that he was gone, and it was like a week before he came home, and it was like that week before, and he was like, I'm flying you out, and it was like the next day I would be leaving, which was expensive, and we definitely should have like planned it out better. And I'm pretty sure
I loved it. I thought it was fun. I didn't mind doing spontaneous things like that.
Well, it was fun, but I just felt like it kind of ruined it for everything else because we kept thinking it was so expensive because of how spontaneous it was that we didn't want to like plan anything because we thought it was going to be just as expensive. And it was hard because, you know, I didn't have a job during summer break, so like whenever we wanted to do anything, like he had to pay for it. I didn't have any money at all. It just kind of added up really quick, and then I feel like that kind of started to take a strain on the relationship. It wasn't anything serious.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like that's kind of when it was like we started fighting more.
I wouldn't say fighting, arguing. I don't know. That just when
like
that
arguing,
it puts
yeah.
it just. No, we shouldn't say anything like that, anyways. But just like put a strain on our relationship. We should say.
That's what I said. Pretty much like through the long stretches we stayed connected like really well. Like we FaceTimed a lot, you know, texted like all the time as much as he could when he wasn't working or when he was. It was kind of when I started like school and work, and like we couldn't FaceTime all the time and we couldn't talk all the time.
Also the trips and so like right after summer the trips started getting really short. I also had a really long break right after summer, or right at the end of summer. The trips started getting shorter.
So, well, I want to talk about like when you were in Europe, like right before I started school, and you didn't have service unless you were on Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
And then like I remember it was kind of getting bad because whenever you had time, I didn't have time, or whenever I had time, you didn't.
Exactly.
And like we could only talk for, you know, a certain amount of time. And I know that this doesn't like this is kind of a really rare situation for most long distance couples. Yeah. So like I feel like our situation could be way different to, you know, whoever is watching.
It's
but
just
this is just our experience.
Zones. It's always bouncing between a different time zone as well as
no service. Like you didn't have service.
A couple of countries I didn't have service. Like when I first went to Canada, I didn't have service, but I had Wi-Fi stuff and things like that. But once I went over to Europe, I had to have gotten service, or else it was just going to be super difficult, just because Europe's a lot different.
Yeah, I remember I was dog sitting and I woke up to like 15 messages, and I was like, I finally got service.
Yeah, I just started blasting her.
What I'm trying to say is that like our connection, like how we like stayed connected pretty much, it wasn't always like super consistent. That really sucked. Like it kind of just made me feel like I was definitely like alone, like because I could never talk to you. And then I'm sure you felt the same way because you were the one that was gone.
The thing about being on the road is that I don't just miss like talking to her, I miss like everything, like the entire intimacy between our relationship. So when I'm not able to even like see or anything like that, it really upsets me, you know.
And I'm sure just like missing like family functions and like.
Yeah, well that's a whole different subject. People literally grow up without you, and like things that you think you're gonna be around and you're not, and it's just crazy.
I mean, I'm just glad that you're gonna be here like for Christmas.
Yeah, being here for the holidays. I did miss a major holiday, and that was Thanksgiving, which was upsetting.
That really sucked, but I would definitely prefer you to miss Thanksgiving.
Yeah, definitely. I would rather miss Thanksgiving than Christmas and New Year's because that's our anniversary.
Yeah, but that's kind of the only reason it's for our anniversary. And last year you weren't here for New Year's, but that was just because.
That was just because
you were visiting your dad.
I was visiting my dad.
So now, how we feel after. So I feel like we can't really fully say how we feel after because it's been like 24 hours. We've been back.
I feel much more relaxed and just like I don't feel like I'm on a time constraint just yet. You know what I'm saying? Once we once I figure out my next job or whatever, that's when I think I'm gonna feel the pressure back on.
Yeah, because whenever he would come back, it would be for like 4 days at a time. It'd be like Monday through Thursday or something. And of course, like that's when everyone works, so everyone already has their own schedules. And then trying to fit that in with him, and then him trying to figure it out with like his family and his friends, and then me, and like it was just really, really stressful.
People,
and,
people had to accept that I had to mush people together, and some people didn't like it, and some people accepted it, but
yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't, as much as I like really like hanging out with him, and like I do really like hanging out with his friends now.
You had to get to know them first.
Yeah, like they're fun. There's just sometimes when like you just want it to be like just us two, or like we wanted to go see a movie, but then he also wanted to see his friend, so like he would invite his friend. And like it was nothing against him, it was just kind of frustrating because like, you know, obviously I wanted my time with you, and then I'm sure like your mom wanted your time, and like Ryder.
Right.
So that was kind of difficult, and I definitely feel much more relaxed having him because it's like, oh, I have work tomorrow, so he's gonna hang out with his friends, but it's no big deal because I'll hang out with him the next day, and then, you know, the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So I think it's also gonna be good because we're gonna move in together on the 31st, so in like 15 days, I'm pretty sure. I think that's right now. So I think that'll...
I just realized I was making those faces while I was doing that. I busted my toe, and the nail's coming off, and it just, I'm looking at it, and it's just
gross.
It's just really gross.
But I also think living together, it'll be good because like things that we would normally do apart, like next year I'm gonna have a couple online classes, and normally I would just do those at home. Now like you're gonna be there, so like we can also use it to spend time with each other, and
we're gonna be around each other, but we're gonna be doing our normal things.
Yeah, and that'll also be better because we don't have to make an effort to like, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You're trying to say like we don't have to separate our time because we're gonna be together during the times that we're not.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna be together so much that, you know, we're gonna find times to be away from each other. Secretly though, that only happens in relationships. That's only living together shit.
I also think it's gonna be nice like when I'm away, like work or school or whatever, and then just to like come home and like you'll already be there.
Honey, I'm home.
I feel like our relationship is a completely different relationship from before.
I feel like our relationship matured and
so much.
Well, of course, you know, with being long distance, you have to overcome things, and you definitely have to have conversations with each other that you normally don't have to, like to make sure that you guys are on the same ball field, and just you're a team, and you have to make sure that you guys are playing together. That's all. Yeah. If that makes, you know what I'm saying?
That totally makes sense. Like we definitely had a couple times where like we were just so against each other, and we
well, just like we weren't meshing.
Like it was like I felt like it was like me against you, like it was my needs against your needs.
Yeah. There you go. That's what I understand. I understand that better.
And then like we just had to realize that we both want the same thing. Like we're both have to like, you know, communicate.
We're really driven people. We want things to happen our way.
Yeah, especially me.
It's just Kate's world and really.
I guess that's gonna be all for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, make sure to comment them down below.
Can't you guys tell that that I just came back from summer and she's in winter? Just a little bit.
No.
Just a little bit. Look at your face.
Alright, well I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a like and subscribe.
How you doing? Oh, thank God.
Okay, peace out.